Grade 6s, I'm using my Afrikaans worksheet, but I will be speaking in English. Just focus on the pictures and focus on the numbers. I want us to go through this activity after you've marked it, just to make sure you understand where we get the answers. I feel this is a very important exercise, so let's start. They asked us to obviously count all the matches. So the first pattern has 4 matches for the first term. The second term has the 4, and then they added additional 3. And then for the third term, they also added 3. So here we had 4, then we had 7, and then we had 10. If we go to the table in the memo, you will see it's 4, 7, and 10. You add another 3 to get 13, and then they've given you 16. So you could see the difference is 3 every time, and because there's no difference in the input, it follows onto each other. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could just carry on with the same pattern. Let's go to B. We again have a square that consists out of 4 matches. The next one is interesting. You add an extra 4 to the original one. And then for the last step, there was another 4 added. So this was 4, then 8, then 12. There's my first 3 answers. So the next one will be 16, and the next one will be 20, because I just add 4 every time. The following one, number C, you have to count very carefully. I counted the inside square first. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's 3, 3, 3, and 3 on the outside. So that gives me 12, plus the 4 gives me 16 to start with. Then if you continue with that same pattern, you add another 12, because it's 3, 3, 3, and 3. Then it gives me 28. If I add another 12, it gives me 40. Then 52, and then 64. D, I first started to count the blocks, and then I realized now I have to count the matches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 12 matches on the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the inside. So now I have 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I've got 24 matches for step 1. It's typed as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I get 16 on the outside. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Then I have 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So for step 2, I counted 36 matches. And then for step 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I missed one there. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 36. Then I must still do the inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. So that gives me for step 3. And then I see the pattern is to add 12 every time. So it's 24 plus 12 plus 12, and then 48 plus 12 gives me 60, and 60 plus 12 gives me 72. So that was quite a difficult one to count. Then the next one, you have 5 lines for the house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You only added 2 lines. You only added 2 lines again, so you had 5, then 7, then 9, 5, 7, 9, and then add another 2, and you add another 2. A house again, you've got 5, then you added 4 lines for step 2. So if it's 5 plus 4 is 9, then you add another 4, and it's 13. So 5, 9, 13. If you add 4 every time, the next one will be 17. For step 5, you will have 21. G, you have a hexagon, so you've got 6 lines. Then you only add 5, so 6 plus 5 gives you 11. Then you have another 5 which you add, which gives you 16. And you can just double check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you have 6, then 11, then 16. So you increased with 5, so then it will be 21 and 26. And the last one, this is an octagon, so you've got 8 lines. Then you add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines. That one stays there. So if it's 8 plus 7, you have 15. And then you add another 7 to that 15 and you get 22. You can again double check your answers by counting all of the matches. So you have 8, 15, 22, 29 because you add 7, and then you have 36. The next question you had to answer was number 4, which was the rules for all of these patterns. Remember, we have to look for the constant difference. If we look at number 1, the constant difference is 3. So I know I have to multiply by 3. So 1 times 3 gives me 3. 2 times 3 gives me 6. I still need 1 more to get to 4 and to get to 7. So the rule for number A will be times 3 plus 1. You could have also written the formula if you wanted, y equals 3x plus 1. But you can either do the rule or the formula. You don't have to do both. B, the constant difference between the digits is 4. So you have to multiply by 4. 1 times 4 gives me 4. 2 times 4 gives me 8. So I don't have to add anything here. It immediately gives me the correct answer. So my rule at B is times 4. For number C, the difference between 16 and 28, between 28 and 40, 12. So that's quite a big difference. So if the constant difference is 12, I know I have to multiply with 12. If I multiply 1 with 12, I get 12. If I multiply 2 with 12, I get 24. So if I have 12 and I need 16, and I have 24 and I need 28, what calculation is still missing? Plus 4. I still need to add 4, so my rule for C will then be times with 12, because that was my constant difference, plus 4. I still needed that to get to the correct output. The last one I'm going to discuss is number D. Again, it increases with 12, so the constant difference in this pattern is again 12, so we times with 12. But then, look at this. If I times 1 by 12, I get 12. If I times 2 with 12, I get 24. The difference between 12 and 24 and 24 and 36 is quite large. So I still need to add 12 more, 12 more, and 12 more to make this rule work. So if I times with 12, I still need to add another 12 by saying plus 12. So 1 times 12 is 12, plus 12 gives me 24. 2 times 12 is 24, plus 12 gives me 36. 3 times 12 is 36, plus 12 gives me 48. You can just double check. Number E is times 2 plus 3, F times 4 plus 1, G times 5 plus 1, and H times 7 plus 1. How do we get all of these? We look at the constant difference. If we find the constant difference, we multiply, and then we see, do we need another calculation? Do we need to add, or do we need to subtract? What is the constant difference? The constant difference, the number that you increase the output values, and that number must be the same. If it's 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, then it's not a constant difference. It needs to be the same number that the pattern increases with every time.